Do you often find yourself waking up right at 3 o'clock in the morning, as if there is some invisible clock controlling your sleep? Is it just a coincidence? Or could it be a warning signal from your body, trying to tell you something you have not noticed? The truth is that 3 o'clock in the morning moment can actually reveal a lot about your physical health, mental state, and even your emotional well-being, things that most people rarely recognize. The human body operates on an incredibly intelligent biological rhythm, and every time you wake up in the middle of the night, it is not just by chance. It might be a sign of a hormone drop, a seemingly harmless habit, or even an unresolved sadness buried in your mind. In today's video, I am going to share with you some fascinating truths. Why older adults tend to wake up around 3 o'clock in the morning, how this is connected to the lung meridian time in traditional Eastern medicine, and most importantly, how you can fall back asleep naturally without relying on medication or becoming dependent. From daily routines and nutrition to relaxation techniques, every solution I share is grounded in both science and real-life experience from working with thousands of seniors. Before we begin, leave a comment below as a positive affirmation, something like, "I deserve a deep and restful sleep every night," or anything you personally wish for. And do not forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you will not miss out on valuable insights that can truly enhance your quality of life in your golden years. Let us build a loving community together where aging no longer means restless nights. So what is really going on inside the body of an older adult around 2 to 3 o'clock in the morning? Let us dive deeper into the hidden reasons behind this phenomenon. Number 1. Advanced sleep phase syndrome. One common cause that is often mistaken for simply going to bed early is actually a biological condition known as advanced sleep phase syndrome. This is when the internal body clock shifts forward, making older adults feel sleepy very early in the evening and naturally wake up around 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning without any alarm. This happens because after years of activity and hormonal changes, the body gradually resets its default timing for various biological functions, including sleep. Many older people start to feel tired around 7 or 8 o'clock in the evening and go to bed earlier than younger adults. After sleeping for about 6 to 7 hours, their wake-up time is pushed much earlier, usually around 3 or 4 in the morning. Even though the total amount of sleep might still be adequate, this shift in the sleep-wake cycle causes them to wake up when the world is still silent. That can bring on a sense of emptiness, discomfort, and for many, the struggle to fall back asleep leads to anxiety and eventually chronic insomnia. Number 2. A sharp drop in melatonin during early morning hours. Melatonin, often referred to as the sleep guide hormone, plays a vital role in helping the body recognize and maintain a restful state. Unlike sedatives, melatonin does not force you to sleep. Instead, it helps the body gently and naturally ease into sleep. Melatonin is produced by the pineal gland, a small gland located deep within the brain. However, biologically speaking, as we age, the ability to produce melatonin gradually declines, often becoming most noticeable after the age of 60. Not only does the quantity of melatonin decrease, but it also becomes less stable, disrupting the body's natural day-night rhythm. Here is something important to note: between 2 and 4 o'clock in the morning, melatonin levels naturally drop to their lowest point. This happens to both young and old. But in older adults, since the initial levels are already low, this early morning dip causes the body to lose its signal to keep sleeping. As a result, they wake up without knowing why. It feels like they are suddenly thrown out of sleep, even though everything around them is still calm and quiet. This issue repeats itself night after night, quietly turning into a pattern of shallow sleep. It leads to daytime fatigue and a frustrating sense of losing control over one's own biological rhythm. Number 3. Healthy habits that are actually bad for sleep. There are some habits that many older people believe are healthy, but they may actually disrupt the quality of sleep. Taking long afternoon naps, often longer than 1 hour, reduces the body's sleep pressure at night. The body is like a container, If it has already been partly filled during the day, then it will not have as strong a need for deep sleep at night. As a result, older adults often find it difficult to fall into deep sleep early in the night, or they fall asleep early but wake up in the middle of the night. A lack of physical activity in the late afternoon can also make it harder for the body to naturally feel tired, a key element for promoting deep sleep. Without physical movement, energy is not burned, blood circulation slows down, and the nervous system does not benefit from physical relaxation, all of which can lead to a state of feeling sleepy, but unable to sleep deeply, or light easily interrupted sleep. Eating dinner too early, for example, at 5 o'clock in the evening, may cause the body to feel hungry just after midnight. When the stomach is empty and there is nothing left to digest, blood sugar levels may slightly drop, causing discomfort that wakes the brain up in search of a solution. This often results in suddenly opening your eyes at 3 o'clock in the morning without knowing why. The irony here is that these habits intended to promote a healthy lifestyle can unintentionally disrupt the natural rhythm of sleep if they are not adjusted to suit the aging body. Number 4. Emotional unrest. Aging is often a time when the mind starts to look back a journey through memories. Things once overlooked unresolved issues, or people who are no longer around, tend to reappear as uninvited guests during the quietest hours of the night. And because the brain is no longer distracted by work or social activities, these emotions become more vivid than ever. There is a psychological phenomenon called nocturnal emotional arousal, where the parts of the brain that control emotion, such as the hippocampus and amygdala, can become more active than usual if emotional stability is lacking. That explains why some people wake up in the middle of the night and begin to spiral into thoughts like, have I lived my life right? What if I had made a different choice back then? Have I made peace with my loved ones? Or, if I am gone someday, who will take care of my family? These are not random thoughts. They are messages from the subconscious mind seeking healing. This becomes even more likely if during the day, an older person lives in loneliness, does not express their feelings, or carries emotional wounds that have never been addressed. Without the chance to release these emotions, the mind tries to break out at night, and the 3 a.m. hour when the world is fast asleep becomes the loneliest moment of all. Deep sleep is not just a biological process, it is also a state of mental peace. When the mind is restless and memories remain unresolved, the body may feel tired, but sleep is still easily interrupted by what lies deep within the heart. Number 5. The quiet effects of underlying health conditions. In the later stages of life, many people live with low-grade chronic conditions, nothing life-threatening but constantly uncomfortable. These conditions may not cause dramatic symptoms, but they are some of the most effective sleep disruptors. Arthritis is a prime example. When the body remains still for a long time, the joints can become stiff, blood circulation slows down, and sensations of soreness or numbness become more noticeable, especially in the middle of the night. The pain is not intense, but constant. Even a small movement while turning in bed can be enough to wake someone up, and sometimes they cannot fall back asleep. Acid reflux is another surprising culprit. In older adults, the lower esophageal sphincter becomes weaker and the stomach digests food more slowly. This means eating dinner too early or too much can lead to reflux when lying down. A mild burning sensation in the throat, or just a dry cough triggered by stomach acid, can interrupt deep sleep. And nighttime urination, something almost everyone accepts as part of aging, is more disruptive than people realize. Waking up to use the restroom not only breaks the sleep cycle, but also reactivates the brain. Every time you get up, turn on the light, and walk around, your brain gets the signal that it is time to wake up, making it much harder to return to the deep sleep state you were in before. These conditions are not loud or sudden, but they act like gentle knocks on the door of your sleep night after night. Over time, they lead older adults to live in a state of light broken sleep, waking up feeling tired despite spending 7 to 8 hours in bed. Now that we understand the root causes, it is time to look deeper into a very special concept, one that may explain why 3 o'clock in the morning feels like such a sensitive time for older adults, the lung hour in the body's biological clock. In traditional Eastern medicine, the human body is seen as a flowing river of energy, where each internal organ has a specific time during the day when it functions at its peak. This is known as the body's organ clock. According to this principle, the time between 3 and 5 o'clock in the morning is when the lungs operate at their maximum capacity. The lungs in this view are not just organs for breathing. They are also believed to be where grief and unresolved sorrow are stored. If someone frequently wakes up during this lung hour, especially with sensations like chest heaviness, shallow breathing, or a vague emptiness, it may be a sign that there is an unhealed emotion still lingering in the subconscious. Interestingly, modern science has also found that in the early hours of the morning, human breathing tends to become more shallow and fragmented in some individuals, especially when the nervous system is subtly overstimulated by stress, anxiety, or regret. These emotions, if left unaddressed, can quietly bind themselves to the respiratory system, reducing the quality of breathing. That reduction in turn is one of the reasons why your body might wake itself during the lung hour. Waking up at this time may not be a call to start the day, but rather a signal from within to let go of the past, to be gentler with yourself, and to breathe deeply, not just with your lungs, but with the compassion of your heart. The lung hour is also a time of purification, not only for clearing toxins from the body, but for allowing the mind to filter out lingering memories that have not yet been released. If someone consistently wakes during this window, it may be a sign that their body is asking them to let go of old pain, a long-held regret, or something they have been suppressing for too long. Once we fully understand the lungs' role during this early morning phase, the next question becomes, how can we support the body to work more harmoniously and help older adults sleep through the night without waking? Let us explore some effective solutions. Number 1. Optimize the sleep environment. An older adult's bedroom should be more than just a bed and a mattress. It needs to become a quiet retreat where both the body and mind can fully relax. The first and most important element is darkness. Deep sleep only happens when the brain perceives that the surrounding environment is truly night. Even soft light from night lamps or electronic devices can disrupt the brain's sleep signals and reduce melatonin production. So, make sure the bedroom is completely dark. If there is street light coming through the window, use thick blackout curtains. If there are small light-emitting devices like digital clocks, television standby lights, or humidifiers, turn them off or cover them carefully. These little details may seem harmless, but they can significantly affect the ability to enter deep sleep. Another critical factor is the kind of lighting you use before bedtime. After 8 o'clock in the evening, it is best to avoid blue light from phones, tablets, and televisions. This type of light stimulates the brain and interrupts the natural melatonin cycle. Instead, switch to soft amber lighting similar to firelight or sunset tones, which the body naturally interprets as a signal to unwind. Number 2. Adjust daily routines according to the biological clock. The human body is an incredible biological machine, but it needs regularity to function smoothly, especially in old age, when the ability to self-regulate begins to decline. Resetting the biological clock does not have to be complicated, but it does require gentle consistency and discipline each day. First, pay attention to dinner time. It is best not to eat after 7 o'clock in the evening, since late digestion activates the stomach and liver, which in turn prevents the brain from transitioning into rest mode. A light, easy-to-digest meal, at least 2 hours before bedtime, helps the body slip into night mode without being pulled back by the digestive system. Second, increase light physical activity in the afternoon. Just a 20 to 30 minute walk after 4 o'clock or a few simple stretching exercises can improve blood circulation, warm the body, and create the natural muscle fatigue that promotes deeper sleep that evening. Daytime napping should also be carefully managed. If you nap, keep it under 20 minutes and avoid napping after 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Long naps do not replace night sleep. On the contrary, they reduce the brain's sleep pressure at night, leading to lighter, more fragmented sleep and early waking. Lastly, and this is incredibly important, expose yourself to natural sunlight. Spending time outside between 6:30 to 8 o'clock in the morning, or from 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock in the afternoon, is one of the most effective ways to reset a misaligned internal clock. Natural sunlight sends a strong signal to the brain. It is daytime, stay alert. This helps the body clearly distinguish between day and night and encourages the regular on-time production of melatonin each evening. These small changes not only make it easier to fall asleep, but also create a harmonious biological rhythm where every daytime action contributes to a peaceful, uninterrupted night. Number 3, balanced nutrition. Nutrition does not just maintain physical health, it also nourishes the nervous system and directly affects sleep quality, especially in older adults. When the body is lacking essential nutrients, the nervous system becomes more sensitive, easily fatigued, and unable to fully enter a relaxed state, which is the foundation of deep sleep. Magnesium plays a particularly important role. This mineral helps calm the nervous system, relax muscles, stabilize heart rhythm, and support the production of gamma-aminobutyric acid, a neurotransmitter that helps the brain enter a relaxed state. A lack of magnesium is often linked to light, restless sleep, frequent nighttime waking, or an overall uneasy feeling at night. Vitamins B6 and B12 are also essential. Vitamin B6 helps the body convert tryptophan into melatonin, while vitamin B12 supports the stability of the internal clock and helps prevent mental fatigue. Both are commonly deficient in older adults due to poor absorption or long-term limited diets. You can easily get these nutrients from foods like almonds, pumpkin salmon, bananas, eggs, spinach, or whole grains. If needed, a doctor can recommend supplements in tablet or powdered form, preferably those that are easy to absorb and designed for seniors. Another natural and effective way to calm the nervous system before bed is to drink a cup of herbal tea. Teas made from lotus seed, chamomile, passion flower, or longan fruit can help ease the mind, gently lower blood pressure, and promote relaxation without causing dependency like sleeping pills. Drink a small warm cup about 30 minutes before bed. This is not just a healthy habit, but a nightly ritual that signals to the body it is time to rest. Number 4, emotional support and nighttime release. Deep sleep is impossible if the mind is full of worries, regrets, or repetitive thoughts. Especially in old age, when life becomes quieter, emotional voids tend to surface more clearly at night. A simple yet powerful way to release these emotions is by keeping a 5-minute journal before bed. It does not have to be elaborate, just jot down 3 things you are grateful for, 1 thing that made you smile, or 1 thought you want to put on paper to clear space for sleep. This act helps the mind close the day rather than carry unresolved thoughts into your dreams. You can also practice gentle guided meditation. There are many audio tracks created specifically for older adults. Just lie down comfortably and listen. Meditation does not require skill or deep concentration. It simply invites the mind to soften and drift away from its usual whirl of thoughts. Evening time should also be emotionally detoxifying. Avoid watching negative news, engaging in arguments, or exposing yourself to overly stimulating content. Instead, listen to calming music, recall a family story, or watch uplifting videos. Warm images and soothing melodies can calm the soul and help the body naturally slip into a state of safe, restful sleep. Number 5, aromatherapy and traditional herbal remedies. In this modern era, filled with devices and artificial light, The human body, especially in old age, can easily fall out of sync with nature. Fortunately, nature still offers gentle, effective ways to heal. One of the most refined methods is herbal aromatherapy. A simple way to do this at home is to gently heat dried herbs, like mugwort leaves, pomelo peel, or cinnamon bark. Just a small handful, heated in a dry pan or burned safely over charcoal with good ventilation, can release a calming aroma that purifies the air and soothes the nerves, perfect for those who often feel chilled at night. Mugwort has a warming quality that promotes circulation and soothes mild aches. Pomelo peel offers a fresh, cooling scent that clears inner agitation. Cinnamon bark provides a sweet, warm aroma that helps relax muscles and fosters a sense of safety and comfort. Combined, these herbs do more than clean the air. They act like a gentle embrace from nature, quietly preparing the body for sleep. Another long-practiced method is applying a warming patch or herbal pad to the center of the sole of the foot, known in traditional Eastern medicine as the Yongquan acupoint. This spot is called the gateway of grounding, believed to direct energy downward and calm overactive nerves. It is particularly helpful in easing mental tension or heat rising to the head at night. Placing a warming patch on this acupoint each night not only keeps the feet warm where many nerve endings are located, but also gently stimulates the body's energy lines, encouraging full body relaxation and allowing sleep to arrive naturally, softly and deeply. This is not a quick fix for insomnia, but rather a loving ritual of sleep care, an act of listening to your body. With calming scents, warm feet and purified air, you send a clear message to your brain: it is time to rest, everything is safe now. Growing older does not have to mean restless nights, tired mornings, or feeling lonely in the middle of the night. As long as we take the time to listen to our bodies, gently adjust our habits, and release the emotions we have kept inside, deep and restful sleep can still return like a gift for those who truly know how to care for themselves. And now, if you are beginning your journey toward healing your sleep, leave a message in the comments as a positive commitment to yourself. For example, I deserve a deep, gentle, and peaceful sleep. Or anything else you would like to offer yourself as you begin this new chapter. Do not forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your loved ones, especially those who may be quietly struggling with their own sleep. Who knows, a simple act of sharing from you might be the beginning of a peaceful night for someone else. Let us create a community where aging is no longer something to fear, but a time of peace and reflection, a time where everyone is cherished, heard, and truly able to rest well.